Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome to another day of Closed on Monday. Trying not to let the mic touch my lips, man. I go to sounding robotic, man, every time I get on here, man. But it's all good. I just want to sit back and relax and talk to you guys today about what's been going on in my life, about how I've been doing, and just checking in, man. Every time I try to check in, at least at the minimum 2 weeks, man. But it's been a minute since I've been on. I don't plan going too crazy, full fledged, but I do plan on getting 50, at least 50 episodes this year. I'm gonna have to double up, triple up, or whatever sometimes during these weeks. But hey, man, it's all good. But the first thing, I got my stuff kind of written down today, at least what I'm gonna talk about, if I can be on point a little bit. But the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is the fast that I went on. Uh, 20 days ago. I want to say roughly 20 days ago, 20 plus days ago. I went on a Christian fast. This is like my second one. The first one, I ain't gonna lie, I cheated it, man. I was doing everything but the right thing. I was eating, I was consuming too much internet. I was doing everything I wanted to do. I was praying though, but I wasn't on the fast fully. I think I did like the first it was a 10-day fast. I did like the first 3 days, maybe 3 to 5 days. I was in it for real. And then I slipped and I stayed off. I stayed off of it. Tried to get back on it. It was hard, man. I was eating all those bad, terrible cravings. And then I said I'm gonna reset it. So I tried to reset it on my own without no guidance, without no actual plan. You know what I'm saying? And I could never reset it on my own. So I was like, let me go on the fast, man. Let me get on the fast again. So I seen another it might have been the internet that brought me back in, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I seen another fast that was trending, not necessarily trending, but that's something that caught my eye. So it was trending to me, and it was part of a church. I said, let me try this one. Let me try this fast, and it was 21 days versus 10 days. I said this is gonna be kind of hard, but I stuck it out, man. I thugged it out, and I made it extremely hard for myself because I think the fast that I was on, the people that I was going doing it with, praying with, and all that stuff, they was actually able to do a lot more than the other fast. They was able to eat baked food. I think they was able to eat wheat bread. They was able to consume 100% juice, not no, artificial juice or whatever. However, they was able to do a lot of stuff that the other fast that I was on couldn't do. They was more strict. So I made it upon myself to be a little bit more stricter on myself. So what I did, like for my first 7 days, I went in the fast with no food, like zero food, only water, and I thought it was gonna be painful, but it really wasn't painful. It was more of a mind game, a mindset thing, and I think I was better prepared because I was already kind of like fasting in a way. I was already fasting. I was already doing at least the intermittent fast, like 16 hours worth. And that helped me out a lot. So coming in day 2, day 3, no headaches, no pain, no hunger aches or whatnot, and I was feeling pretty good. So I was able to continue on to do it for at least 7 days. I probably could have did 14 days without food, but I didn't want to stretch it to that point. My face got real small. I should have took some before and after pictures. I think I do have a few pictures, maybe a few pictures once it got to the skinny point, but it was like real skinny. I got real skinny in the face. My stomach definitely got flatter, and I could tell a difference. But I felt like I'm not gonna say I felt out of my body. It was almost to that point, like an out of body experience, and I felt like that for the whole day. At some point, it got scary. It got scary because I didn't want to I didn't want my mind to wander off and I can't come back. You feel me? Not necessarily can't come back, but have no control. Cause you don't know. You could be when you fasting for so long, especially no food. You malnourished. You know what I'm saying? So it can play a effect in your mental state. But your mental state, that's something that you gotta control. That's something that you gotta pray on, and you just gotta be ready for it. So I came in again kind of already prepared and ready. So it didn't take me off too far. I had a couple of times where I was just daydreaming or just wondering like my mind was just going going all over the place. And I noticed like, oh, my cognitive skills is getting is getting a little weak. I wasn't able to do certain things. I wasn't able to be fast on my feet or multitask at the same time. I wasn't able to do a lot of things, but I did what I could. You know what I'm saying? But it was fun. It was not only I done it for a spiritual realm. I want to do it for my body too. My Even though I don't eat meat, my body still process a lot of processed food. So I was trying to give my body a break, my all my organs a break. I felt like I was my only organ who was working was the lungs and the heart. But everything else was pretty much normal. My digestive system was definitely was on vacation. I rarely used the bathroom. Only thing I was processing was the water, but it was going straight through me. At some point, I was collecting the water, drinking water, and then like I think day 5 or day 6, when wasn't able to hold it in. I drank it and it'd come out of me like in like 30 minutes. I'll be using the bathroom. If I'm drinking a 16 ounce, I felt like I was using that much out. You feel me? But that's a lot of TMI. But once after 7 days, I went to, I want to say straight juicing, but not necessary juice because I'm not gonna lie about it. It was like the fruit, the fruits that I was consuming was very soluble. So it was water soluble fruits, and like strawberries and watermelon. I was on that for the next 7 days, and that's a liquidy food. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't able to hold that either. I was holding it better than water. Let me say that, but I wasn't using the bathroom like that. I was just, so my body was still in like a resting stage. Digestive system was like in a resting stage, and I could tell that it was repairing itself. I could tell that because when I got back on regular food, was like the last week I got into salads. I got into like whole fruits and stuff. More of the like thicker fruit like bananas, apples, and stuff like that. And what else I did? And I got into soups. I was able to hold that a lot better. So I know my body was it was different. I almost like reconstructed when it came to my digestive system. It kept what it needed, and I used the bathroom for the stuff I didn't need. Again, TMI. But that fast, it put me in a different zone wise as far as like mental state. I was able, because I never done it for that long, especially water. The longest I ever done it was like 5 or 4 days, and I think the fifth day I ate something like that. But it was a great experience for me to even witness that. Even seeing my family seeing me go through that, they didn't know what I had going on. They probably didn't understand it. They like, "Why are you doing a fast like that? That's not even everybody ain't doing that." I want to be a little different because I didn't wasn't trying to follow anyone, and I was able to get one or two accountability partners. Told them about it. I think they done it. They might have didn't do it, but I didn't want doing it for them either. So it was me doing it for me. You owe you. So I was on that, and I done it for like at least, like I said, the water soluble for at least 14 days. The last 7 days, I went to consuming more fruits and veggies like whole instead on the juicing side. But I feel good. I lost a lot of weight. I lost 20 pounds doing it. I knew that was gonna come off me real quick. I had a lot of stubborn fat. Maybe it was processed food. Again, don't eat meat, but I eat a lot of. At the time, I was eating a lot of sugar. I was consuming a lot of breads. Since I've been off of it, I have not consumed a lot of breads, a lot of sugar. Really been staying away from it. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay away from sugars and breads because sugars and breads honestly is my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, sugars and breads definitely my favorite. Who don't like sugar, sweets and stuff? There's a few people out there, but I'm one of the ones that like sweets. So back to what I was saying though, that fast man, it put me in a different mindset, mind perspective, and it made me look at life a lot different. It made me go after something, even the stuff that I feel like I can't reach. Like that's not necessarily feel like I can't reach, that I don't have a connection to. I don't have a connection to a lot of stuff I'm doing, but I'm going towards something. You know what I'm saying? I have a my own little mini roadmap. You know, hopefully I get to the destination. Hopefully I run into some people on the way there. That's the plan. That's God plan, and I'm gonna rock with it. So that's all I got to say about that fast. But that true 7 day fast was like the biggest one and the best one for me. I definitely enjoyed it. That's something that I gotta rotate. If I can do it every month, I will. That's something I gotta do a lot, man. I gotta get back to that stage. But and on the spiritual side, I wasn't gonna even touch on this, but let me touch on it anyways. On the spiritual side, fasting, never knew how important fasting was until I went through it like fully committed. The last like day 17, I want to say day 17, day 16 was like that's when I started seeing like a change spiritually wise. I'm making up words, spiritually. But spiritually wise, I was seeing a difference in things that I was asking for. Like, oh, I'm praying for this, I'm praying for that. Those prayers starting to open up. It was just raining on me, especially like little small little blessings. Like, nah, I'm not gonna call them small. It was big blessings, cause I was seeing finances, like money opportunities, and I'm able to grab it falling out the sky. I'm not even praying for some of this stuff, and it was coming. And like I prayed for one thing, but he gave me three. You feel me? So I want to just put that out there. If you is on the fast, stay on the fast, stay true to the fast, stay committed to the fast, and do it, man, with full commitment, and do it with intentions. Like you know why you doing it. You just saying you don't be doing on fast. Oh, I'm just gonna go without eating for nothing, no reason. Have a spiritual reason behind it. Have a mental reason behind it. Have a weight loss reason behind it. Cause I had all the above. I was able to kill 3 cats with one stone. But I was glad I went through it, man. I mean, we all have to go through something. So that was one of the things I wanted to do, especially starting this year out. This is late February, but hey, I was able to get it. I was able to achieve it. But back to what I was saying, this week, specifically this week, was my first week of the new class that I was telling you guys about. I told you guys I was going to finish what I started last year, which was cybersecurity, but I'm going the correct route. I'm glad I went through my last year spill, even though I didn't achieve anything besides a few, maybe a couple of certs. But it was like, oh, like a lot. It was a lot of wasted time, but it wasn't wasting time because it got me to where I need to be. You feel me? But I'm glad that the time was calculated and put me in a better position to now I'm coming in with a learning ear. Like I'm learning. I feel like I'm picking up on something every day, especially in the class. This is the basic. This is the basic. I wasn't even trying to do this class, but I'm gonna do all three. They gave me all three. I'm gonna do all three. Hopefully you can see it, man. This is A plus, CompTIA A plus. It's a basic certification. The one I got before this one was IT fundamentals. It was a basic certification. Didn't really want that one at all. I was like, I don't want to do this, but I had to go through the program. So I went through the program. It gave me a spill of like an introduction on IT, made me understand a lot more than I thought I did. And now I'm about to take on to this one. This one comes with 2 tests, as you see, core 1 and core 2. So this is a 2-part test, certification, only one cert. I'm taking this for 4 weeks. And then I said I'm gonna tell you guys once I get in stuff. I'm gonna tell you then. I'm not gonna tell you before. So I want to do that. And the next test is not the next class will be on network security. No, I'm sorry, network plus. And this class will be 2 weeks intense. I'm doing 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, 16 hours, and it's intense information. This only one test. I think I don't know if it's 20. I haven't opened up the book yet, so I don't know if it's 20 lessons or what. I'm hoping it's 20. And then the last one is security plus, and this will be 2 weeks also. Now, when I finish the class, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna have everything I need to know up here to pass the test. Not gonna say that. Hopefully that will be the case, but it might not be. It might not be the case. I don't know yet. You don't know yet, but I know one thing. This this basic certification, core 1 and core 2, is the foundation for networking. And then networking is the foundation for security. So I'm able to learn all of these in 8 weeks, man. That's a blessing. This class is fully paid for. I didn't have to come out the pocket. Thank God. That's the blessing. That's the least I could have got from last year. I wasted time, wasted money because I had to come out of pocket. But I had a scholarship the last semester. When I finish that, I'm gonna have 3 certs. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you no lie. But what I want to do is right now I'm looking for a position. If I find a position right now that fits me, that I can bring value to right now, I don't care if it's working at Burger King, IT department. You know, if that's a thing, I'm sure that is a thing, in corporate or whatnot. I don't care where I work at. I don't care where I work, long as I feel like I'm bringing value to the company. As long as I see myself growing within the company, I will be there. And if I can grow financially, and if I can grow the wisdom, I will be there for a long time, even if it doesn't have nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into these certs. I'm not looking for a job around these certs, but I want to be in a position to get a job around these certs if it takes that. But if the job doesn't take me here, I got 2, 3 other certs that I'm trying to fall back on as well. I've already went through the course with that. The reason I'm here, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm all over the place, but the reason I'm here is because I'm interested in IT. I'm interested in seeing what the inside of a laptop look like. That's me. I'm interested in that. The other stuff, I felt like me getting the certification in those rams, such as Scrum Master, even SAP, I wasn't all the way interested. I was curious, but I'm the one that follow curiosity any day. I was already doing that stuff. I felt like business integrations. I was already doing that stuff. I felt like the only thing I was missing was my certification. Removing impediments, doing things like meetings and all that stuff, man. I was already doing that stuff for my own self at one point. I've crossed those paths. I have the transferable skill sets. I felt like I was already doing it. So I felt like let me grab this certification to validate that I'm actually in this to win this. You feel me? So that's what I did. I got the certification. I got a few gigs. I was able to accumulate real skill set behind it, real experience behind it. Right now, my functions is real estate, but at the end of the day, man, I feel like guess what? BDR. I'm a BDR guy, man, for real. Like I'm already doing that stuff. I'm already in the thick of everything I'm doing. I'm an entrepreneur. First of all, let's lead with that. So an entrepreneur is it's a definition of a BDR for themselves, man. But hey, man, that's it, fool. So I want to get on here right quick and just share all the stuff I just shared, man, and just put that in your mind. And if you're looking to get into IT, definitely do your own research, man. It's a lot of information out there. I gotta get into it. I gotta get my nephews, my nieces. I gotta get them. I gotta get in their ear, man. So I gotta really meet with them and sit down with them and show them some stuff, cause they're not gonna look it up on their own. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Some stuff you won't need until you need it. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much stuff. It's so much information for kids to learn and to build and to do things. It's so much, man. Just so much information out there. And I wish I can share it to everybody, but I gotta get them here. You feel me? We gotta start right there. So we gotta get them here. That's why I gotta get more and more viewers on this podcast and to listen to. I'm willing to help you, but I'm trying to show you what I got going on right now. This is what I'm looking at. If you're interested in what I'm looking at, we can definitely make it shake for sure. But that's all I have for you guys, man. That's it. Peace out, man. Too easy.